Hello, Cybers. Let's go back with more Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. Where last left off, a lot went down. Number one, we finally completed the Rite of Succession, and surprisingly enough, we ended up with not one, but two Dawn Servants. Wooklamat had taken the throne and graciously asked Kona to stand by her side and being the head of reason to her resolve. But when you think about it, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Kona was always the smarter of the two. That even Wooklamat can admit that. What Kona lacked was the resolve and the strength that she had. But with those two together, it's obvious that Tuliyola is going to be in good hands with those two. We've somehow made up with Bakujaja in the end, too, surprisingly enough. And together with Kona, Orionze, and Dankrid, we were able to fight off against a shade of Gulul Jaja at its full strength when he had both the head of Resolve and Reason awake. And it turns out the head of Reason wasn't sleeping. It was dead. It's been dead. It was dead for like the past 3 years. I was like, that is so messed up. Oh wow. I guess that's part of why he had the Rite of Succession to begin with. Other than that, it's so you're telling me that that the body can still survive with just one of the heads. That's kind of dark to think about. Because I'm ending the whole blessed sibling thing with Cool Jaja. But now we're into the aftermath of the Rite of Succession and moving on to hopefully uncovering the mysteries behind the Golden City, as well as what Kryle can find about her grandfather Galuf. Ever greater, ever brighter. Kryle is brimming with pride, as she should be. We all should be, really, after all that. Wooklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, even as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Kona as fellow Dawn servant. As sudden as it was, I would like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Wooklamat secure victory. That is true. Unlike with Zerelja and Bakujaja, Kona was the only other one that actually completed all the feats. Except the last one, which he forfeited so it can help us. Like, he even threw the tablet and just shot it into pieces in one shot. Like, that was some badass shit. Oh, he gained more. Like, I already liked the guy from the get-go, but he just became even better for me. I look forward to seeing how Tuliyola will prosper under their care. Me too. Speaking of which, here's the Dawn Servant herself. Everyone, thank you for coming. I can see you all perfectly from up there. Really? I was tiny. How could you see me from there? That was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles! Can't help it. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like you all to call me Lamati. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Oh, don't worry about that. However you say it, I'll know it'll be with love. If you do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be honored to call you Lamati. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. My Eorzean cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course. We'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Koko-san? Certainly. Wonderful. Come meet me outside the Winged Walk, then. calamity now. I guess why? I mean, why not at this point? I'm sorry, I can't get over the vibe of this town's music. Ready? Let's go. Our first up is Until's Tacos, and not just for a snack, I promise. Woogie Boo and Maple will see you there. All right then. Yeah, I was hoping and everything. I know. All the way down there, then. Which way you said again? Right down there. Sitting here in the city, we don't need to worry about too much about fall damage. So down we go. Up. Ah, my freaking knees. Oh, Lena Honey's here too. Look, Haley, these tacos are delicious. They'll no doubt even tastier with topped with weeds. It's been a while since you have made it to the capital. I'm glad to find it so lively. Now 7 welcome match. Oh, she was marvelous up there, wasn't she? I simply wept with joy. Dawn Servant Wukulamat. Words cannot well express the profound joy for your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities. I'm still the same old me. Alright then, let's forgo formalities. At least he's consistent. Oh, but I cannot. You are Dawn Servant. Too respectful it is to address you without your due title. And there it is. As Dawn Servant, I'm ordering you to not bother with formalities. Alright then, I won't bother anymore. Again, at least it's consistent. I can more easily converse with the drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping with the map become Dawn Servant, Koko-san. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawn Servant's ascension presents us all with prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. Wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. It's so good to see all of you again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. The feat of reeds and the feat of gold were my first true test as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rites of success before I fully understood its importance. Now that you've given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tuliolao has to offer, in Zactoral, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Kono as well. Your duties as Dawn Servant will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend Inihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. Right? I wanna go to another one of those too. And I've made a name for myself as a merchant. I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I have been personally attending to your alpaca's care. There we hope to see you at the ranch again. Tell my fluffy spit-filled friend that local match will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Fontaine around, have you? A tall, slim fellow with long pointy ears? I saw a man mentioning his description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy, in the company of a moblin and a pair of yakoi, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy, got it. Guess your street pass are thanks to him as well. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. We still haven't tried any tacos ourselves! But yeah, now that I remember, if it hadn't been for Fontaine, we would never passed the third trial. Or third feat, keep calling them trials. and the Yakoi with them as well, where we passed our 4th and 5th feat as well. The fact that they allowed us to pass the 5th feat just for taking down the Valley Garmonda was amazing. Because then again, they did explain that without the Valley Garmonda, the feat of ice was pretty much impossible. Citizens behold the High Luminary with awe. No doubt few have seen one of his station, or his statue. I agree, because good Lord Almighty, it's not hard to find you. I have not come to Tuliyola in some time. Vakarok. Pipe friend, Vakarok is grateful for this meeting again. So are we, my friend. Dawn Servant, Kokozan, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuliyola isn't a short one. Long road to travel to congratulate new Dawn Servants. To hear of the head of reason had passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Warlords Echo. Had our people come in mass, we would have been in obstruction. True, you guys are big. I guess it would have been concerning if there was a lot of you here. Nonsense, you're always welcome, all of you. This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hail and whole, Kokozan. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. You can say that again. Beginning with near Siprek, if you'll remember. Yet here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimants. When my journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feat of pots, the feat of proof, and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Tuliyola I want for you all. So I promise you this, as Dawn Servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kazuma Uka and the Yakoi of Kerwager and Saltern. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Kerwager come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for a millennium, while not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. They'll come around eventually, mark my words. I can vouch for the efficiency of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to discover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Not that good living is secure, the village overflows with field smiles. Such cooperation between help hands and the pot sworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pact. That's good to hear. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There are some people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Hanmu Rurik. Yep. Is it Brax Rax? I believe I saw him on the sands below. The Gleam Sands, thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. Yeah, Hanmu is where things finally came to a head. Not only did we complete the 6 feats, where we got to indulge in some tasty delicacies, but we also learned the truth of Rukamat's birth father, and we also finally went toe-to-toe with KuroZeraphimVT for a stunning victory. Oh yeah, all these world quests are still here. I'll get to those later. Zerelja. You must think my attendance incongruous to such an auspicious occasion. Yet as entourage of Mamuk, I have a duty to represent the goodwill of my people. Zerelja. What a wonderful variety of foods and flavors they have here. I must be sure to bring some home for the others. My, you honor us with the personal visit, Throne Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I am still just Wukulmat. More than just, I'd say. You've grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so. But big events like this make me wonder, you know? What my birth parents might say if they knew. I imagine they would say that it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I never go back on my word. I told KuroZeraphimVT to stay with us so he could congratulate you in person, but he marched off, muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. The boy needs purpose. Purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. At least he's taking a step to becoming better. That's more than most can say. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Kitten Ram anywhere? Tankra, that is. Kitten Ram, was it? A strong name, if a bit exotic. I called upon him before leaving Mammoth, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. Yeah, about that. Right, because me, the character, Kokozan, does not know what happened. But me, the viewer, as well as other viewers, know what happened. And that's going to be kicking the teeth. The first promise was notably absent as well, though I assumed he required time to salve his wounded, injured pride. I have a feeling he had something to do with what happened. If one thought he'd be the one to succeed Papa, my victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tankwa, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or ready to appear when we least expect him. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home. And come and visit us any time. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others and winged walk. Right. Again, I cannot get over this music. And it just occurs to me, I never even said anything about the battle music in the dungeons or the trials lately. I guess I was too focused on just trying to survive that I didn't really take the time to pay attention to it. I'll probably fix that later. Back. Welcome back. Hope you didn't rest on our account. Nah, just use a Ethernet stone. That's all.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
Ah, voice acting. Back to auto text.
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about.
Oh yeah, that.
I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulishola with me.
That's a big quest. That's a big...
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you always have a place here.
Of course. That is a big thing to ask. I mean, you're basically asking your hero over yours to stay with you.
This is for you.
Huh?
A permit granting passage to Shatural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Yeah, I definitely can't.
I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end.
Yep.
You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
You have my
For
thanks.
now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
Huh?
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tula Yolal as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Maybe. I'm still undecided, to be honest.
Then perhaps we could travel together? The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural.
Oh! Well,
If you have
maybe
no
that's thank you
particular
then.
destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Certainly.
Then it's farewell for now.
For now.
Take care, all of you.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
Got it. Kona.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
No doubt about it. Now it's time to get a move on. Now that the rite's complete, now that the rite's extension is done, we have plenty of free time. And thus, being adventurers, the world is our oyster. Specifically to Leola. So let's get going to that sky gate. I'm going across this now. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Zakhtera. You have your permit, yes? Inspected and ready? Last minute stops to make before you leave. Forgive me. I'm afraid chatting with our new dom servants may have scarred me for life. Poor Anvil. But yeah, I'm all ready. Let's get going. We don't have to walk all the way across that thing, do we? Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep cenote, or cenote, however that's pronounced, I don't know. That's right, the gate to the Golden City. Oh no. What? How did... Zorelda. How do you get the keystones for the gate? This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt, petitioning the study of this place. What he discovered was something the Dawn Servants feared enough to seal away forever. Or so we thought, until the Rite's objective became the City of Gold. But to think that Time Club would be entrusted with its safekeeping. Had I known that the othering Gold Fool carried a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves those tiresome feats. He held the keystones to the gates the whole time? Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn Servants succeeded where I could not. Taking their throne would be no easy task. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There is no need for worry. What is that? I have liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. When did he get that? How did he get it? You will gain all you were denied. The Rite, your father's shade, these bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future promise. Open the gates and become the ruler you were destined to be. Why did it turn on like that? Oh no. It's working. Is some there? Can hear me. At last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate would not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Whatever's behind there is probably behind there for a reason. Then, you are the guardian of this city's great power. I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. Oh yeah, that's not concerning. Is that so? Oh lord, that's the first time I've ever seen him smile, and it's terrifying. Fascinating. Name your price then, for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. So you say. Oh! As if he would rule with someone else. He's going to take it all for himself. The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange. In exchange, what? Don't leave me hanging. Oh, frick. Now we got this to deal with. So there's gotta be something. The long road to Zak'Turao. Erinville is ready to set off. Ready to get underway. Yep, as I'll ever be. Then present your travel pass to that guard and let's be off. You don't have to wait too long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Zak'Turao is a wonder in its own right. I can only imagine. This gate is barred to all save those with express permission from one of the Dawn servants. And I have that right here. Signed by a vow diplomat herself. My apologies, sir. You will wait here for just a moment. Open the gate!
Shall we then?
Let's. It's gonna be a long walk. You know, setting off at night, it'll probably be morning by the time you get across.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitonatam. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
Ceruleum?
Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Zaktural, Saloni. So there's ceruleum here too? Or is this where the Garleans found the stuff?
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni.
Yasulani.
It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Oh, you have a railroad? Cool.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Let's. It's doing so. Oh, it's that toward that way. Okay, swing and serve. I didn't want to skip past the etherite. So it's on Ronek. If it's so, if one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need to, then you'll have to wait. That's so. The Ronek have been acting strangely as of late. More easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable. Picking out the few for Renton's proving bothersome work. I could have these things spooked. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. But much has changed since last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. I've been through worse. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. So that'll be it. About that, sir, as well-traveled as you look, it's not only the Ronek that have given us trouble. Other wildlife have shown signs of aggression too. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around until they do, and I'll see you both on Ronek for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Yeah, I can handle it. Whatever gets us where we're going faster. Even if you left now, waiting for the Ronek will be faster than walking, and safer besides. We'll be back on the road before you know it, I promise. And there we have it. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while waiting. Alright then. Take you're heading to... Good Lord Almighty, the names in this nation. Why? Why? It feels like I'm trying to cast a spell trying to say these names. Okay, let me see if I can do this without butchering it. Heading to Husatawi. Then I'll have a man bring them Ronek over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? Drunkards and troublemakers? I'm fine. I'll be fine. I've dealt with those plenty of times too. I've dealt with a lot. I've dealt with a lot. More than I would like to admit. Being an adventurer is a painful process. Especially if you're a hero. Yes, I'm fine. Do not need to ask if I'm okay. There's an ether current up there. Good lord. Okay, let me go ahead and grab that real quick. To Satawi. That sounds something from Native America. That sounds Native American, honestly. Trying to pronounce that stuff it's like tying your tongue in knots. Last time I was here, it was little more than a camp with a supplement through. And that looks like a whole town. Hey, Esquire. Thanks for the lurk and stopping by. Good luck with your work.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
With its own etherite, no less. Yeah, sure thing, man.
Hey!
Hmm? Uh-oh.
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
Looks like it. What's going on here?
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
Well, this is certainly
I
something.
don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Yep, I'm expecting the suit out soon.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
How do you go from a cultural nation to the Wild West? What happened? What was behind that gate?
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time.
Aspersions?
Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Estinian.
Is that?
Yep, I recognize that voice anywhere. And
There's
that
a time to
lance.
fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
Want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
Well, that was something, if not a bit foreboding. But Estinian, good to see you.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd.
Likewise.
Talk is rife there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
We found the gate at least. But yeah, we did.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
How very like you.
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future.
Yes, sir? Guys, we know how you are
But
about
for
your
now,
spending.
I shall be moving on. Oh,
What
by
the
the
hell
way,
fell off my desk?
I recommend you try the Sabatender.
Whatever.
They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
Sabatender? Yeah, alright.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Where are you pointing me to, Stinian? So now we end up in the Wild West all of a sudden. No sooner did we set out than we went into excitement. At least no one was hurt. Yet. This Dust Watch has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. The peoples of Solani rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would consider not risk their lives, though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace over being forced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Lance Guard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zeralja's authority. Ooh, and we don't want that. We do not want that. All of which is to say that, unless a lengthy stay in jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. Understood. New internet. Oh, just gave us the etherite. Cool. Let's all tune into this while we're here. Before I continue on. And do my gear need mending? A little bit. Let's just go ahead and do it now. This is this earring. Settled up. Aaronville was not thither about for long. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with the raw neck by now. I'll go on ahead to check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. Got it. Then again, I kind of want to get a move on, so. Now that I think on it, this is the first time I've traveled with only a single companion. It makes for fewer complications. And with me around, there won't be a lot. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. Defend I take it? Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robbers targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronek. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at... What the hell am I trying to read here? Stop at... Cisenawisi Springs. Good lord, can y'all come up with sort of names? At least names that are easy to pronounce. That's fine. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwatch dealt with this banditry? Kimaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them up is easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Ready? Then saddle up. Your friend seems to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Yep, let's go. Woo! I always gotta get the smaller one. This is your first time, so let's take it slow. Take care not to let it toss you. Got it. Yeah, that's definitely cerulean. I continue to be struck by how much Saloni has changed. Yeah, right up there. You can see this. That's definitely cerulean. I guess I would not that stuff enough times to know what it looks like. That town we just visited wasn't here several years ago. Really, no. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to the pellet tenders. Not just for the water in their stems, mind. The fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. Well, let's try some of this fruit. Cerule bombs? Oh, lord. The bombs have been evolving a lot more than they used to. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within make for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales for people who wandered too close. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. A good thing for these Ronek. Indeed. They definitely made the trip a lot shorter and a lot faster. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Ronek. Oh well. Now then. So this is the place? This is says Cisenawisi. I got auto. I didn't mean to. Oh, I got auto on. That's what it is. Damn it! I've got to turn it off. The chains come to Kusatawi was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Sure. Ayate is her name, or Iate, or Ayate, however it's pronounced. And if she has learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. It's one of those types, eh? She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Taral. But I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. I would assume so. Let me turn this etherite first. Blue-haired Satona. Oh, there. Hmm? Yes, I am Ayate. And who might you be? He is my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is. Erdenville, yes. Oh, he has a native name, that's right. A grown man. He was such a daring little thing as a child. You know, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Ayate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown. Elena Sipaya. Elaine, what now? Elaine, what now? Alright. I was born Elaine Sipaya. I adopted a new name when I became a cleaner. One that adheres to Eastern Vieira conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you continue using my Toza name. Oh, don't worry, I will, because your given name was kind of hard to pronounce there. A homecoming? You know, I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Kasiwa again. She's the finest archer I know. Elaine Sipias. I guess it's Elaine Sipias? I don't know. Elaine Sipias' mother and mentor. Every time I dropped by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast prepared with faced games she'd hunted herself. You're impressive with the bow, too, Iate, even among the Satona. Oh, I can't compare it to Kasiwa, but her skill at arms pales comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Gulu Jaja's traveling companions, after all. Wait, really? She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Dural lit a fire in her. Even after Elaine Sepia was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Really? Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. Must have been hard for you. Ayate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Really, no. Thus did he test me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fantasy, employed to goad me into experiencing the wider world. And yet find it you did. So, you can finally go traveling with her now. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As part of the rite of succession, I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing. Oh, so be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Yep, still got ways to go. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to catch you up. Help! I need help! Huh? Came from over there. What's that about? Right. We'll investigate. Please wait here. As soon as we arrive, something happens. Always does. What's this thing? No doubt, these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. Wait, that's Namika. It's Namika, Wokelmat's nursemaid. Oh, and well, Coco's on. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh, yeah? Hold on. Did you say this is Wokelmat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. Namika! Damn it all. I'm going after Namika. This lot I leave to you. Got it. Fucky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old man to the dog, old woman to the dogs. You will be doing no such thing. We'll deal with them later. First we put this one in the dirt. Oh, I'd like to see you try, asswipe. You know who the fuck you just threatened. But don't worry. I'm not from around here, so I guess it makes sense you wouldn't know. But I'd be happy to educate you. But I'm shut up! Steam! Thank you. Jackasses. And I find now to search for Namika. I mean, hell, didn't think she would be all the way out here. What could she be out here for in the first place is the question. Nox. I mean, Zuzu. Hey, confused with a different Chocobo. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's giving a Western feel. Well, at least you two are alright. No need to worry, she's fine. That's good. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. The bandits managed to get away, but I have an idea where they're headed. You said they stole something from you. A bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wokelmat. I see. Closest you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the rite of succession ended and Wokelmat crowned the next dawn servant, she is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and of my plans to return home to Yasulani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. It filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve. And now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me that bracelet. I would ask what you tend to do, but I know that look. Knock them senseless, is what Wokelmat would want. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. Namika, I put myself in harm's way for less. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. Kokazan will make certain of that. And if it does, well, I can be pretty vengeful. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps that should come as well, to be sure all proceeds as it should. If you must. I guess the situation will call for restraint. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wolflamat puts so much faith in you both. Before anything else, let's see her back to to Sisen Nuezi Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with Ayate there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Right. Thank you, both of you. Alright, so let's escort her back and then find those bandits. Yeah, this is definitely giving a Western vibe. See Sir William outside of Garlemald. It's it's wild. Never thought I would. Granville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits find us, I'll kick up a fuss and drive them off. Have them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. It makes me sick. But at least he's safe, and I know you'll set things right. You got that right. Braced for trouble. Granville's composed demeanor belies his eagerness to help Namika. Understandably so. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wolflamat, we must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. Alright, no bloodshed, got it. As I wanted to. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest, we leave to the Dustwatch. Can do. Well now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong. Are you? I may have saved a star on one occasion. You saved a star? That's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonatinyawi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that's William extracting this big business, no one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. So it's like the perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating this place. I can let the Dustwatch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you have no objections. None here. Right then, let's be off. Let's get that bracelet back. Wait, did I turn to... Yeah, I did. Okay. I had to make sure before I left this place. That way. See anything? seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Looks like it. Oof, gnarly looking. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dustwats have not have noticed by now? A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. Don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it would prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Got it. See if we can actually do this without getting caught by any of them. Daybreakers. One hell of a name. Bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on any inside. Let's see. Or here, I guess. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we got the boss who can keep the Dustwats off our backs. Ha! So someone's keeping the Dustwats away from them. That's why they haven't gotten here. Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Or the right ears in my case. Maybe so, but who'd ever believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew? That drunk who brought your story about the gold-sitting alpaca, am I right? So someone is allied with the Dustwatch, and that's what's keeping them from apprehending the bandits. All right, that's something. As you lean in, a familiar voice rings out through the hall. Let me out of here, you bastard! Zekawa? Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me! I'll get you back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit! How about I give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Zekawa's here. And these guys framed as friends. Okay, I'm slowly piecing things together. If my hunch is right, well, let's find out more first before making any conclusions. Bandits who took the bracelet may be in this building. Have a listen and see what you can find out. I'm surprised I didn't get caught by anybody. You hear someone entering the room on the other side. I brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, I'm sorry! Looking we can find a sailor who won't ask questions, sell it for a song. Here, the reward. Don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Oh, we know where the bracelet is, then. Now there's 2 things to worry about now. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. It seems we got bigger problems than just a stolen bracelet now. So, were you able to learn anything? Quite a lot. The leader is a man of the dust. It's a man of the Dust Watch. That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him. It seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Yep, they got a hostage. Zekawa. That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And you say they threatened to take him to speak to the Vulture. Their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who is behind the recent arrests of robberies in Kusatui, but we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. I really was expecting to hear a bang. As much as I want to storm the hideout, we might put Zekawa in danger. We need to get him alone. You're right. If we confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Look, for crying out loud! Luwaten, yeah, what? I'll forget it. I'll forget it. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Oh, for the love of God, these names are trying to kill my voice. Oh, jeez. The names in this expansion, the names of the locations in this expansion have been grueling just to pronounce. Yeah, that's grueling. Ready to retrieve the bracelet without conflict. Won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of the... I'm going to try. Dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. Dragon-like creatures? It's their breeding season, you see. The males will flock to the center for the female in heat. Oh. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an extractant that resembles the scent when grown. You can then lure the dragons then lure the creatures into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. Then, while they're confronted with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask that you collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. Must I? And before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches, see them filled, and I will handle the rest. Fine, if I must. It would really be easier just to storm the hideout. But fine, I'll collect the goddamn feces. Ugh. fucking warrior of light. What am I doing scooping poop? What is that? A Stegosaurus? No, a Stegosaurus is different. That looks like a rhinoceros, triceratops, something like that. I don't know. Here, but I doubt they're just gonna let me go and grab it. Weather-worn nest. It's afraid of air, but see no sign of droppings. There's some up here then. Supposed to be at the tallest point. Can never be anything simple, can it? Oh, it's probably in this foul-smelling nest. Bingo. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Finished already, are we? Yes, please never make me do that again. Please never make me do that again. Excellent, this will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with the tumbleclaw fibers. Dried, no palate tender roots, and generous helping of the animal fats. Come, let's get back to Toten Yahweh. These are like golems. Were they created from the Silurium in the field? Maybe. Everything is ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Let's do it. Glowing smoke. Ernville's gaze is fixed on the bandits' hideouts. A fair number appear to be gathered inside, and now's our chance. I will keep watch from here. The extractant I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of town. The dragon creatures will come soon after. Got it. Toss it into the bonfire. Got it. The axe slingers in the way. They can make without them seeing it. Said I could. Get you out the way. Non-personal, just business. That's not business, it is personal. So just stay out the way, lady. And out to go. This will get them running. Oh, good. Yeesh. That's foul. Gotta get out of here. And now we wait. What's that smell? Ugh, that reeks. What did you put into the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Ugh, did something die? Someone want to explain the gut stench to me? I knew he was Sifty. I knew he was Sifty. And he's got the bracelet. He's the vulture. All the more reason to kick his ass. Boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? Here they come. They're gonna be wondering where the women at, and they're gonna see all y'all and get angry. Oh, that had to hurt. Run for your lives! So the smoke's what drew him here. So when I find out who did this. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Right. Hey, what's going on out there? Sekawa, that's right. I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? Don't get me out of here now! They're all gonna die! They're gonna kill me, I mean, sorry. I don't know why I said they're all gonna die. I don't know why I was saying that. I'm begging you, please! Shh, they'll heal you. Oh, shit. Hi there. Ernville, run! Shit, who was that? Damn it. Hey, are you going to help me or what? You pretty much have to now. The bracelet must wait. Let's make him out to withdraw for now. Yeah. Honestly, we had it. You just couldn't keep your mouth shut, could you? All you had to do was wait, but no, you were so worried about them killing you. When they weren't even here to kill you to begin with, after that stunt we pulled. Thanks, I owe you one. For a moment there, I thought you might actually leave me behind. I'm starting to consider we should have. All that effort and not for so for it. Well, not completely. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. No need to apologize. We're planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? Oh, hardly. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That explains why they haven't done anything here. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're saying you're trying to get back to the Vulture store, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now, too. We can go together. I've got a scorched cellar with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so. Those bandits on Tunatin Yawi, they're called the Daybreakers. And it was me and my friends that founded the group. What? But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats. Not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. Ah. That kind of group, eh? That was 3 years ago. And whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel. I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did, every time. But before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he finally won them over. He really won them over. Now the Daybreakers are nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people who it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Kuikana and Li Wen, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he set up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. Ah, so that's what that commotion earlier was about. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner then. Well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? I'm willing to bet there are no, not all of them. Right, not the entire Dust Watch will probably be working for him. I bet there are a few who are like on the straight and narrow that don't know what he's doing. The Sheriff, Kameka. He's as honest as they come. He's as honest as they come. His thoughts to keep her of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? Right. Well, if he knows where this Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan. All I ask is you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at the springs. I'm never gonna try pronouncing that again. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pits. The only thing we can do. Alright then. grateful we could take us to the deputy chief, but it really be alright. It really be awful not to be seen. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Alright. Law of the land. Grandpa looks expectantly for Wihowitz. I guess that's the name pronounced. Or White, I guess? I don't know. I got these hard to pronounce names. Oh well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yep. Yeah, he moves disposed in cerulean barrels, where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliyola, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows where you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to give what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got the coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Kusatoi, but I'm glad to see you're more than just an impulsive child. Sorry, you kind of gave off that impression. Oh well, not my finest honor, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Hutsatoi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that, we'll expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Wihowitz carrying the bracelet. But regardless, they'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. I know I heard the guy's name once, but I didn't hear it clearly enough. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way, he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. Wouldn't you be breaking the law? Wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to a duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. Alright then. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I say let him have his duel. Thanks. You're so much lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. Better not. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tonatenyawe. So it'd be probably best I stay and search for the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, you won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible, and make your way to Kusatoi once you've got the vulture there. I'll take care of the rest. Alright. Alright then, let's get to it. Alright. To put on my acting skills. Did I have that? Yep. The tracking piece were likely the Satona's doing. What's this angle? Oh, and then there's the brat. It's past time I doubled him. Poke him, eh? Alrighty then. Poke. What's this? Oh, not familiar face in these parts. Have you need of the dust watch, sir? Well, we know I'd put on that face, don't you? What? Zekawa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him? I see. So desperate he was to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. Yes, how awful indeed. I can't wait to read it. Eat shit. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. I'm right to tell you to take me to you. Sir. I'm glad to lead you right into a damnable trap, you absolute jackass. Not that this was an appropriate time. Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you must, just to fuck with you. The Springs is home to a thriving civilian mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. It certainly has. You're taking them all the way out there. Got it. Just a place. I don't see it. It's just a little further. I see. Very well. Lead on. Don't worry, we'll get there soon enough. You'll see. Just wait and see. Yeah, pick up the pace. Come on, big guy. Double time. Up two, up two. First, tell me about this. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. But be wary of the beast in these parts. They may prefer to snack on cerulean, but for you, I reckon they'd make an exception. Yes, I'm sure they would. It's a little bit further. This long ass trail that I wish we had the freaking neck for. Well, neck for. Is this the place then? I could have sworn I've left him here. Is some sort of joke? All the... Let's keep moving. Don't worry, we'll find him. We'll find him. And then you'll get your dues. I did wonder how long until he just figures out, actually figures out what's going on. Or if he will let me lead him all the way out here. This better be the place. Let him tied up around a big rock. Let's find a different rock. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the exact next place we stop, I may be forced to do something to you and I would both dearly regret. Oh yes, I'm quite certain. Don't worry, we're almost there. Cloudy night it is, though, too. Jeez. I don't think I've seen the night sky in this place yet. There's nothing but clouds, clouds, and more clouds. Not that I mind it. I like a cloudy day. I'm Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw, needles and all. Cut the chit-chat. Alright. Jeez. Excuse me for wanting to learn more about more of your place here. Dang. I gotta be snippy. Don't worry, it's just right up here. Alright, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zekawa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confound it, he must have escaped. Confound it, he must have escaped. That's it! I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you! Hey, Wete, you looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you! Hook, line, and sucker.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Wahoote, that's what his name is. Okay. Lose my mind trying to figure it out how to pronounce it right.
Well, well. If it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Stolen goods.
Hey! That's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Yep.
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet. I'm being quite vocal lately.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
So he said Seraph.
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
Likely story.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way.
Now think about it. Why don't we just call Luke with a
The law
mat?
which
Tell her
folks
about
have used to
this.
settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
A duel, baby. Get ready to draw.
Wahute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
Yes.
You refuse then? Huh. A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
Denying duel would pretty much just confirm your guilt. You gotta do it.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Tumbleweed. Classic. Draw! Oh! And there's the bracelet.
Oh, you little shit!
Oh yeah! Guilty as charged.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Talk about a job well done, if I do say so myself.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wahute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
Justice. Right, proper justice.
As are your friends.
Ah, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you.
Looks like a job's done.
But to think that Wahute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakawa? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
I like this guy.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamot's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Sure thing. You did good, Zekwa. You did good. That was a pretty nice shot, right? I'll say. We need to. You know what? We need to call up the Asgardian. The Sky Steel manufacturers Asgard. They need to hear this. That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew! Finally, it's over. I couldn't have brought him justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Think nothing of it. On track. Rainville is relieved to see everything set to rights. As am I. Now that we have the bracelets, let us return to the Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the Springs then. Yep. Thanks for the help, Zekua. Sippy was just, just teleport over. Mr. Mika, we got the bracelet back. My bracelet. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It's a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the Deputy Chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. Right. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Hey, Dre. I'd like you to meet my two friends, Fikana and Luan. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekua and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard Uhute put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekua would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone's to get the Dustwatch slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will get the better of us again. Isn't that right? Right. And you'll teach us how to drive pistols so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to do if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt. One of these days, I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. He's a good guy. I like him. If you'll excuse me, I'll find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Or you're not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended. Didn't I tell you? No? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. How much crap got damaged in that damn storm? No, wait, it said quake. When was there a quake? There's only been a storm we heard of. An earthquake. Must have happened when we were still down south. Yep, another bot. Hang on. There we go. There have been quite a few tremors as of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. We can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you can speak with the station master himself. Station master yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. Right. Let's get a move on then. Meant to get back on track, but seeing something's going on with the track. And where's my chocobo? There we go. I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do with the tracks as they are. It does sound like a problem. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays. I wouldn't be either.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
The opposite, actually.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
Right.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
That's probably what happened.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
It means getting it cleared up faster.
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
And leave you to do with all the heavy lifting?
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
Sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you, Shenza.
If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
I was gonna get dragged into it one way or another.
There they are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Walika, Nitoikwe.
And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Zapia. Alright.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Oh. They remind me...
Something the matter?
Sorry, just... You remind me of... Oh, I see it. Yes, it reminds me of those guys that worked in trolleys back in the first. Would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our ceruleum-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Yeah, you're just like them.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first.
Piata-Yonan Plain. Alright.
Come on, no time to waste.
Alright. They do look like them, and they even act like them too. It's almost uncanny. Almost thought I was back in the first for a second. Though no small number live in Saloni, I must confess that I never visited the home of the Hetsaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. You don't suppose they had something to do with it, did you? If I'm getting to level 96 stuff now. Come, let's follow Walika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can still see it from outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you could probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Zenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. We'll see you later. Sure. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way after all. I guess. Might as well take a look. Ooh, she is. Just from the front, I can already tell she is abused. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods through the wilds now. Right. May Whitehead sits. Ugh. The place should be northeast of here. Let's continue on. Ugh. That is a fine locomotive, though. Not gonna lie. That must be where we're headed with the Etherite. Yari Yonin Plains. such beauty. I know more than a few gleaners who would love to explore this land. It does look rather nice. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Meiwa Headzone. I guess that's how it's pronounced, I don't know. But I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Yeah, I need the right here. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after a deal for carving Sir William of these springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. It certainly is. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Oh. Hello there. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of this land. And this is my son, Seperto. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for a sudden intrusion. I am Walikwa, station master of Zaktaral Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Kokuzan and Erenville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. Hi there. You have a most curious air about you. A soil of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest scent of fresh fruits. But not of any sort with which I am familiar. I gather you are not from these lands. You gather correctly. I hail from Eorzea. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. It's quite a lot. I am told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for our lands and our children. The Hetzo, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads. The Hetzo teach us all these things, and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word, Hetzo. It means leader of souls in the Hetzaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetzo among the Hetzaro. Here, we look to the Ranekti for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, that does not mean we reject all outside influences. Well, that's nice. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. Like what? We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge in us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests to come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. Sir. Let me turn the Aetherite real quick though. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. Oh? The Ronek have made the potential of great danger plain. As you may have heard, the temperament has become erratic as of late. Yeah, we did hear about that earlier. The stableman near Kusatoi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Saloni has undergone a transformation. The railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronek are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we did not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandably, I thank you for your forethought, for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the head Sorrow, but all of Saloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valkona. Valkona, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently... How shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof, he values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. You are not wrong! He was kind of like that when we met him. Mind your tongue, Sepeta. Well, there is a grain of truth to the rumors. He's not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Yep, it's true. His earnings may have changed him for the better. He's a bit awkward, so he tends to get misunderstood. He's a passionate man who cares for his people, like his sister. Is that so? That is certainly a side of him we weren't aware of. Pogozan fought to preside Valkana in the rite of succession. I take his word over rumors. Twice, actually. You took part in the rite of succession? You're that close to the Dawn Servants. I was grateful for any help, but had no idea that I'd recruited a bona fide hero. Well, now you know. The succession of Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronak foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad, and if needs be, we'll seek Valkona's counsel. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. Let's grab that timber and get to fixing. We have to carry all this back to the station. Looks like it. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I wind up a few more hands in Ronak. It won't be long. By all means. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. Thank goodness for that. Okay, I'm curious. I got a lot of crap here. Low 669. See if this weapon's stronger than what I got now. Excuse me. That was... Ugh. See, out of comparison... Yeah, it's got higher strength. And higher vitality, too. Got down on critical determination and skill speed, though. No, wait, skill speed's a lot higher. Yeah, I think we can do with the switch here. Not sure about the design of it though. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. It glows, but that gap in the tip of it's kind of bothering me. Let's get this glamour. That's better. And the world would, and the land would tremble. Ernville regards the pile of timber with undisguised weariness. Probably right. We should get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. All right. Deliver the crate of timber to the main road. You'll have 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Oh dear. Now let's move on and oh, but I can't sprint. Up to, yeah. Ugh, imagine seeing someone so small carry this crate like this. Honestly, you would think they got the arms of a freaking robot nun. Yeah, wait here should be good. Ah crap, I'm out of water. Oh well. I should think this will be enough. Hopefully. That was mighty kind of you to move all the timber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. That's fine. We'll see to the rest. Once we've prepared the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd like to make it so, there aren't any spots available. Seriously? You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. It needs a week we will be driving. No engineering compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own Senza, and we still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Saloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. Sure then. But I'd rather get a move on. Anything's on the side I can do off screen later. Feel the sights. Well, they appear to have almost finished. Final proceedings, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yeah, we're good. They do look good.
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Likewise.
Here she comes!
Safe travels, son. Imagine having these out in Eorzea.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
Yeah, it's no problem.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
She ain't go all across Tuliyollal, and that'll be something.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Taral. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yassolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yassolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Huh? Whoa. What was that?
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
I don't think that's an earthquake. That's something else entirely. What is this? Whoa! What the hell?
Gods have mercy.
What? What is it? What in the hell is that?
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh no.
Oh, the train! Nitobekwe and the others!
That's right, the train was headed that way.
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
Well, obviously we're going after them. Because whatever this is, it's definitely a problem I have to fix. Wait a minute. What is that? What in the hell? I'm sorry, is this some kind of Imperial fleet? Because it kind of looks like one. And they're headed for Tuliyollal.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliyollal?
So we need to get back right away. It's not one thing, it's another. Holy shit. But I certainly wasted no time attacking the place.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good.
Lamity.
Good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning.
What the hell are they?
The people need our help.
Say less. Let's get to it. Holy shit! Alize! Alphino!
Try to remain calm, everyone.
What? What the hell are these things? Where can I get that armor? It looks cool.
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Jesus! He's got the Lance Guard out here helping.
Someone help me, please!
Pass you up!
Oh. Oh.
Bastard!
What the hell are these things? What the? What is that?
What did it just do?
Huh? KuroZeraphim!
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety.
Look at him defending the people.
I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakujaja.
There's more of them.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
Ah. Huh? Who's that? No time to worry about that. Gotta get to the palace. What the hell is going on? Shit, they're already inside the palace. KuroZeraphim. What in the hell? Is that...
That you should still live.
Sriracha.
Sriracha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
Something awful.
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli-Yolal and surrender of all its territories.
You really challenge your own home to war.
Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
You don't know who the fuck you just threatened, do you?
No. My ambition remains unchanged.
Well, like worsened, if anything.
To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? You harmed the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
Shit! The throne!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
But this isn't the old Zeralja. Something's wrong with them.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Come on. That's it. Come on. Don't give him an edge. Push him back.
Farewell, Zeralja, my son. And forgive me.
All them upgrades didn't do shit for you, did it? Oh, shit. So tell me that armor's bringing him back to life. Oh, fuck, it did.
What? How? Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of 2 souls, despite the passing of one.
Son of a bitch, that armor is keeping him alive.
I shall even the odds.
Uh-oh. Come on, push him back! No!
Papa?
No! Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Zeralcha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies.
You're leaving those contraptions here?
When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Fuck. Son of a... Fuck! 12 have mercy. Father, no. This cannot be. How could this happen? We did everything we could. everything. But it simply wasn't enough. I can scarcely believe my eyes. No, Papa can't die. He can't. Oh my god, what the fuck happened? No time for tears. Woklamat is struggling to process what he has witnessed. How? How could this happen?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Woklamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
time like this, we must take the initiative. There will be countless people in need of help. Golul Jaja was so proud to be succeeded by his children. To think that he will never get to see them carry on his legacy. What can we do now? I don't understand. If only I had been more careful. We must see to the people, assess casualties, as well as any damage done to the city. Yes. Right, so Warwick Lamat, Valcona. I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Lance Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. Thank you for the report. Please inform the guard they are to prioritize each side's efforts until further notice. The people. I need to help them. We will assist in whatever we can. Whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. Thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I can count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphino and Alize, could you take Bayside Bevy, Kryl and Erenville, the palace perimeter? As for Kokazan, please come to the resplendent quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Right. Oh wait, yes, again. The Willies are gonna sit there looming over the city like this. Hell. What did he find in that damn vault, in that damn gate? If you're still in pain, there's no need to push yourself. You should be alright now. Thanks. I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Warwick Lamat and Valcona? Ugh, they're not to blame. I understand. I do, but I need to clear my head. Thank you, sir. With my husband and son, they were... The fact he was willing to go this far. All for what? Where are you hurt? He's willing to bring war to his own nation just for what he wants. Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them? Those soldiers. They looked like people, but they killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. That the enemy leader, they say he looked like Zeralja. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the First Promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Thank you. The pain is better now. I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Gulul Jaja. We were safe, but now... Now... Fuck, I don't know what to call it. You finished eating the people here? Yep. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children. No. Now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go see how things are at Talon March? And afterwards, go and find Alize at Bayside Bathing. Lameti. Yeah, freaking knees. Well, like this place was spared any damage. Surprisingly. There's no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far, it seems. I guess that's a good thing. Scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. The sap appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. No respect for other people's goods, it seems. The port remains unscathed, but the enemy ships continue to loom overhead. Fuck. I mentioned it before, but it feels reminiscent to the Allegan Empire, and fuck off with the damn bots. Ugh. Fucking hell, 2 in 1 stream? That's freaking annoying. These people are shaken. We must do what we can to help them, and quickly. I've helped out those I could find, and seen them delivered into the Lance Guard's care. And as many casualties as there were, it would have been worse if the Lance Guard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zeralja really meant to harm the people. I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. If the Spectre's aim was to more to incite fear, he said that he could strike whenever he pleases. We can discuss this later. How is Lamati? Not good. Even after what happened to her father, he's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps he's gone to the Gornit truck Gleam Sands. Hopefully. There she is.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamati. Lamati!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamati. You need rest. You and him both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people, I have to help them.
You won't be able to if you run yourself
the
ragged.
Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
You won't save your people by brooding.
You're right. This isn't the time for sulking. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokwista longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believe that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There'll be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
I'll stand by your side to do so. Feeling better now? I'm fine. Just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me, and for urging me on despite all of my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly. I struggle to make sense of it at all. The strange soldiers, the splitting sips, the new powers Zoralja commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle. Not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray. But I will make it my strength. The strength to do what I must. Right. I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Kona. Can you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Elise I'll be alright? She's probably at Bayside Bevy. Sir. You won't be able to help your people just sitting around sulking. It's good that she knows that, at least. That's probably up the other end. All this wreckage. All this destruction and chaos. All for what? Here she is. This is one of the soldiers. Oh, you're back. By that, I take it to mean Lamity is feeling better. She needs to be strong for the people of Tural. I understand that. But she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight. Together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. Right? Picking up the pieces. I'll say regards to the fallen soldier thoughtfully. That's why, but so my head hurts from all of that. How do we go from entering a Wild West area, uncovering corruption within the ranks of police officers, helping to restart a train, and then we end up with this. Oh, my head hurts. That's going to do it for today, as well as this week for operations. And unfortunately, I will be taking next week off from streaming. There's a reason for it. There's a reason. I am going to be on vacation the week after next. So I'm taking all next week to prepare for my 2.0 debut on August 28th. So don't think I'm gonna be slacking off doing nothing. I might even drop some clips on TikTok and Twitter here and there. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you liked it, what you saw here, probably not at the end. Why not give a follow on my Twitch as well as subscribe on YouTube where I keep all my VODs. And until next time, stay safe and be well, Slivers.